Hello YouTube family, I'm so glad you decided to join me today. I am going to be showing you my at-home pedicure routine. I know that right now everyone is staying home more and trying to avoid going places that is not necessary, like salons. So I decided that this is a good time to share with you guys how I do my pedicures here at home. I usually tend to go and get my toes done at a salon during the spring and the summer, just because everyone's seeing your toes at those times, and so it's really nice to have them looking great. But in the fall and the winter months, I do my own toes here at home, mainly because no one's really seeing them, and so they don't need to be as perfect and professionally done, and also it saves me a little bit of money. So that's why I do them at home during those times. Right now, I am not getting my fingers done, and so I've just been painting them as well because I cannot have fake nails while I am at the hospital, which is where my schooling is done. I'm working in the hospital, and so I can't be having gel or acrylic nails on, which is a big change for me, so I've just been painting them as well. I'm really not a professional, and so this is just kind of something that I put together, and I utilized what I had in my home and in my collection already to make this happen. But yes, for now I am doing at-home pedicures about every 4 weeks, every month, whenever I get around to it, because life is so crazy. But I'm so excited you decided to join me, and we will just get started into the video. Okay, so for my at-home pedicure today, I just have this inflatable little foot tub. I'm not even really sure where I got this. I've had it for a really long time, but it's really cute, and it just is like a little something more than just a bowl or a bin to do this in. It's like more self-love and self-care and luxurious, even though it's not. This is super cheap. You could probably find this on Amazon. And I'm just gonna be filling it with water. I just get hot water from the tap. The water at my apartment actually gets super hot, and so you can see it's steaming. So I'm just gonna dump this in and then fill it until it's full and test it as I'm filling it up. Okay, this one is just cold water, and I'm hoping that the temperature will be right after this. I do have a towel here too, just so I can like wipe my hands as I go. So before I put my feet in, I'm just going to first add some Epsom salt. This is the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt. I use this every time I take a bath, but it's really just good for soaking. If you didn't know, the bottoms of your feet are like a great way to absorb things. It just has direct pores that absorb nutrients really well. And so that's why I'm also going to be putting that in my foot bath today. And then I'm also going to be adding some drops of an essential oil. So this is the Butterfly Express oil in Life Force. This is just really like an immune building oil. It really helps with like preventing sicknesses and just like keeping your body strong. So I'm going to be putting a few drops of that in, just because it is that time of the year and people are starting to get sick, and I know a lot of people in my workplace are calling in sick, and so that extra immunity will really help. And so I just thought I'd put some of that in there. Again, your feet are a good place to absorb that. And next I'm just gonna put my feet in. Okay, and now that I have my feet in here, honestly, I'm just gonna let them soak for a little bit, because that's one of the best parts about a pedicure, is just being able to relax and let them soak. The water is so warm, my feet feel so nice, And so that is what I'm going to be doing, is just let them soak, probably for like 10-ish minutes. Okay, so now that I have been relaxing, let my feet soak and just really absorb all the things I put in the water, I am going to start out with a foot scrub. The foot scrub I'm going to be using today is the Avon Footworks foot scrub in Tropical Coconut. I love this foot scrub. I've had it for a while and I've been using it. And it's a sea salt foot scrub. And honestly, I'm just obsessed with coconut smells. So that's part of the reason why I love it. I'm just gonna be scrubbing this onto my feet. I take a pretty good amount in my hand for each foot. And I'm just going to be rubbing this all over my feet and even up my leg a little bit, and really just scrub it in. You can massage the bottom of your feet. I like to make sure to go through my toes. This is really just to soften them up. Just gonna rinse my hands off. Also, please don't mind my fingernail polish. I am going to repaint my fingers, but I like to repaint my toes first, because then I won't end up like messing up my brand new fingernail polish when I'm working on my toes. Also, a plus to doing your own pedicures is your hands get the same skin treatment that your feet are getting, because you're using your hands to do everything. So they end up being really, really soft as well. For the next step, I'm going to be using a Callus Eliminator. This one is the Be Natural Prolink Callus Eliminator. I have not used this one before, but my mom loves it. This is in the fresh orange scent, and it's really just to break down your heels, the calluses that build on your heels, because this is the area that typically is the most rough and gets worn out the most. You can also use it here around the palm of your foot if you get calluses there. I have some like here. For this, you apply it on your heels, and then you wrap your heels in tin foil. You'll let the eliminator sit on your heels for 3 to 5 minutes, and then after you take it off, you'll be able to scrub it off. You want a good amount of eliminator on there. You don't want it thin, a pretty thick layer. I'm gonna hurry and rinse my hands off and wipe them off as well, so that it doesn't start working into my hands. I'm gonna take a piece of tin foil and just press it up against where I put all that eliminator. And then I'm just going to let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. I'm also going to do it to the next heel. I think it's been about 3 to 5 minutes for this first heel. So I'm just going to take the tin foil off. I kept the water here because I'm just going to use this like heel grater. I know that these are like kind of sketchy, they seem weird, but I'm going to use it on my heel just to take off all that excess skin that the heel eliminator eliminated. I'm just gonna use it like this all around my heel. And as you can tell, it's kind of gross, but just from the few scrubs that I've made, I can already see that skin is coming off. I mean, my heels aren't really that bad, but it's always nice to do this extra step to just really soften the entire foot. I'm also just gonna come up here and touch up here. Even though I didn't put the heel eliminator up here, I know that I have some extra dead skin, and so this will just kind of grate that all off and smoothen out the ball of my foot. That feels pretty good, so I'm just gonna stick this back in the water so that I can get all of that excess skin washed off here, anything that didn't come off on the grater. And before I go to my next foot, I'm also going to take all this dead skin here, as you can see. I'm just going to also take that off in here into the water. That's really nasty, but I want to clean grate for the next foot. And I'm gonna take this water out very soon. So I'm just going to be doing the same thing to the next heel. Feels nice to me, so again, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Rinse everything off. My feet already feel and look so much better. Next, I am going to remove my polish that is already on my toes here. I'm just going to be using these cotton pads from Ulta. I just picked these up while I was there today. And I'm going to be using the OPI Original Nail Polish Remover. Okay, now that all the polish is off of my toes, I am going to be trimming them down. I just have some nice big fingernail clippers, toenail clippers, whatever. And I'm just going to be doing straight across cuts. And I always trim less than what I want to, so I leave them a little bit longer than what I'm wanting, so then I can file down to the exact length I want instead of cutting them to the length I want and then filing them and they are too short. Also, since I'm going to be filing them, they don't need to be perfect straight lines. Next, I'm going to be filing using this Nail Tech nail file. It's a reusable, like, crystal filer, and I actually really love it. I got this in an Ulta haul in the summer. If you saw that video, then you will know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna wipe it off and then start filing down and trimming, shaping to what I want my nails to look like. The main purpose of this is to eliminate sharp edges. I hate when there's sharp edges on your toenails and they like catch on your socks or in your sheets. Next, I'm just going to kind of brush off the excess dust or nail pieces or anything like that. And then as you can see, all of my cut nails are here on the towel. So I'm just going to fold this in half so that I'm not stepping on those. And the next thing that I am going to do, I'm going to use this massage lotion by OPI, and it is in the scent Tropical Citrus. This I also really love because of the scent. The tropical and coconutty scents are right up my alley. And I'm just going to be rubbing this all over my feet and up my legs as well. It seriously smells so good. And you know, I'm not a professional at all in any of this. I'm kind of just doing it for fun. Everyone is staying home right now and not going out as much, not getting their nails done as much, so you don't have to be a professional to do these things to yourself at home. You just need to utilize the things you already have and take some time for yourself, you know? So I'm not gonna be doing a very long massage on either of my feet. And you know, the massage and that treatment is probably the best benefit of going to the salon to get this done. Just because, you know, it really is like you're getting treated there and people are trained to do this and they get really good massages, really good scrubs, but this will also do. Also, I feel like whenever I do my own pedicures, my back tends to start hurting from bending over so much, which is also a reason that I am not going to be doing such an extensive massage here. Also, something I wanted to point out is that when you get a massage done, it seems like they always put excess lotion on to your feet. They like use so much. And I feel like it's just because, you know, you can be using that much lotion. You're sitting there for so long that it's gonna sink in and absorb. So I try to use a little more than what I think is enough when I'm doing this to myself at home. Feels so nice, smells even better, and my hands feel great as well. Next, I'm going to just take another one of those cotton pads with some nail polish remover on it, and I'm just going to run it over my toes one more time just to get the oil from the lotion off of my toenails so that my polish will stay better. There are natural oils on your nails that help the nail polish adheres to them, but excess oil on your nails is not going to help your polish stay. So it's good to just always, even if you don't put lotion on, I would still do this step just to make sure that there's no excess oil on there when you go to paint them. So now that that is taken care of, I am going to start off with a base coat. This base coat is the Cnd Base Coat. It doesn't need to be perfect because it's clear and you're not gonna see it. I don't think that a base coat is as important as a top coat when it comes to painting your nails, but you know, using both is not gonna hurt at all. This stuff dries pretty fast. I can go straight in with my polish color after I do this. The color I'm using today is called Gingerbread Man Can, and it is this OPI nail polish. I only use OPI colors. Their formula works best for my nails. It lasts so long and I just love working with it. I buy a new nail polish every month just because it's cheaper than getting your nails done, but it's still fun to get new colors. So I chose this color. It's like a brownish, shimmery, I don't know, it looks really pretty to me. I've been wanting more of a neutral. So I am super happy with this color. I think it's really pretty. It's not as dark as it looks like in the bottle. Nail polishes never are, but I'm gonna do a second coat. Okay, I'm really happy with just 2 coats. Sometimes with lighter colors, I do 3 coats, but I feel like just 2 is fine. I actually am really in love with this color. It's like shimmery and very pretty. So, next I'm going to be going in with a top coat. This is also by OPI, and it is their Infinite Shine Base Coat. It's glossy. I've had this for a long time. I need to be getting a new one, so I might be scraping the bottom to try and get some out. I'm just gonna give this color a little bit to set so that I'm not moving it around when I am swiping the top coat on. Also, I'm going just to be bringing down my leggings because now I can. I'm all finished. Now I'm gonna be going in with this base coat. I like to do a pretty generous layer because this is really what's gonna make your polish last the longest. I don't really have too big of problems getting my toe polish to stay as much as my fingernail polish, but I still like to put a generous amount on each one. And now I am just going to let those dry. Okay guys, so we are all finished. That is the end of my at-home pedicure routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and more than anything, I hope you realized how easy it is to be able to do these things in your own home and not have to leave to get them done. This is something super simple and easy. I didn't do anything like extraordinary, out of the box, or really professional. And so I know that all of you at home could follow this and do the same exact thing. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy at home. Please make sure to subscribe if you aren't already. I would love if you joined my family here. I love spending time with you guys, and I do post videos every Friday. So if you don't want to miss out on all of my videos, make sure to subscribe. Also like this video if you enjoyed watching it, and other than that, I will see you next week. Bye loves.